I was at my out-of-tune piano back in Durham, and I was just kind of sitting there and reflecting on the year that had happened, 2020. Obviously, we all remember that year. And then I literally remember like a flood of ideas came. I just started typing away in my notes app on my computer. And it started off as a concept of like a review show almost, where there's not really a story, but it would highlight different relationships and different points in their lives, like younger people, elderly people, married people, divorced people, like children, or like friendships, like literally whatever. Richmond, you can bring it over here. Thank you. Thank you. I was sitting there that night, and I had an idea of what it would like kind of be like. So almost like a pitch. I actually remember in my notes app, it said like musical pitch. And then I would just like add to it throughout the next like year and a half. Songs that are finished, songs that are not, songs that are added, songs that should not and do not exist anymore. But yeah, like it was a concept first. It stemmed from being in healthy relationships, and also it grew into dysfunction in relationships. As we moved from this idea of like perfection and then going into dysfunction, the year 2020 kind of, if not dealt with well, it can bring out the worst in us because so many things went wrong that year. There you go. Yeah, like that. How do we keep going when the world crumbles? Janine Holly, she's my faculty advisor. And she was like, hey, so what about your musical? And I was like, I don't want to touch that. I don't know why, but I didn't want to touch it. She's like, no, you should. And so I did it. I started writing music, I finished the score, finished the book, up to the point where around October, November, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I started texting everybody. I'm like, hey, do you want to be a part of this thing? Do you want to do it? I texted everybody, got my cast, found a band. When I say emails went crazy, person after person after person. Janine Holly was right there, and she was such an advocate for me. And forgive me if I tear up, but Janine Holly was someone who really believed in the project, and you don't find those people often. Inside a piece of mine. It's okay. And then this is the moment where we move into the picture, right? Sensation of desperation to hold us.
Listen to them and support them and...
We got the email like over summer break, and it said loving this year, and then I saw Chelsea Rose, and I was like, I know who that is, because I was in the high school program here, and during college audition season, I was like really stressed out, and she found me in a studio one night, like out of nowhere, and then she was like, all right, come here, sit down, talk to me, because I was really stressed out, and we talked for like 15, 20 minutes about everything and how it was gonna turn out to be okay.
But when it all turns out, I'm on the side of...
Ever since then, I was just like, she's incredible. So I've always wanted to work with her, and I came here and I saw her name and I was like, I want to do this.
I had seen the performance of a few of the songs during intensive arts when I was a freshman. And then Chelsea had asked me to do it when I was a sophomore, so last year for the staged concert version. And I mean, I had just fallen in love when I heard the music my first year, so immediately like it was just the music, the instruments, the harmonies, like it was all so well put together, and I mean, I hadn't even read the script, but like I know Chelsea, and I knew it was really, really good. So from the beginning, I was just like honored to work on it.
Y'all, actually,
It was a really cool experience with the freshness of the music and having Chelsea right there. It's just special in a way because it feels like you're making something new, and you're able to communicate those new emotions that come along with those changes to the audience.
It's been such an honor to be a part of this production since last year and see its development and its growth since. There's been changes to the music. There's been not just character development, but musical development as well, and that's amazing to see. With it being in development, I'm really happy that Chelsea's so open to hearing from the pianist, from the guitarist, from the drummer, what our ideas are too.
it's 2020.
We are officially old.
We have been old.
Well, old people have too.
I think what really drew me to the musical was the music. Our callback, we all sang Forever With Mine, which is the song I sing in the show. I was like, oh my gosh, I really hope I get to sing this song. And yeah, that's what really kind of drew me to the musical. I was like, this is such a beautiful song. Kind of got into acting seriously because I'm a singer first, and that kind of just melted together.
Good things are yet to come. With another trip around the
and director of the show. And on behalf of myself and the company of Loving It Cheer, welcome to the workshop. This has been a dream come true.
My why has changed a little bit with the project, but I'll say I did Loving this year, first because it was fun, but I continued pursuing it because of the story, because I think that the world is in a poverty of hope, and that really breaks my heart. And I didn't write the story with that. Like, I wasn't like, hope, 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 hope. Like, that's what I'm gonna make this story into. But what the story ended up being was that. And so my why is that people watch this, hear the music, and they're like, oh shoot, I can finish that project that my boss was screaming at me about that I wasn't able to finish. I can raise those kids. How about that? You know what, I am gonna start that business because yeah, I can. And I just want people to believe again. I continue pursuing Loving this year because people need hope. and they need to believe that they're able, and that they can do everything they put their mind to. Line?
Honey, are you sure you're okay?
Honey, are you sure you're okay?
Yes, you were right. We just need some groceries.
I told you.
Yeah, okay.